guys, to everyone, it's Ada from Poison Rock. I really a pleasure to have with me a band that I say different from our genre, but it's really worth it to hear it, Moon. And first of all, how's it going?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're rehearsing for the release show. That's next week. So
Really? You're planning the
yeah,
release show? And then
we're
where it's gonna be?
on February 22nd.
Okay, in which city? Netherlands? So, I mean, people that can see that.
Yeah, in Eindhoven in the Netherlands.
That's cool. I mean, so we're getting closer. So, of course, I mean, we have to, I mean, there's three of you. So I'm going to ask you to introduce each one of you because otherwise, and then we have to find an order who's going to answer the question because there will be maybe some question to each one of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom.
Well, I am Tom. I'm the bass player and one of the three singers in the band.
Each one of you sing. That's cool.
I am Timo. I am the guitar player and I also sing.
Yeah, well, I'm Gijs, and I'm the drummer, and I also sing.
Okay, guys. So since we started the presentation, I want to ask, of course, I mean, of course, you are really like let's say you already released 3 albums almost completely, and you are playing since almost 10 years by now, kind of. And I want to say, first of all, congratulations, because it's not easy, keep on going, especially with, let's say, I mean, I can define your own genre because it's kind of an underground folk, pop, indie. I don't know how to describe it. Let's say just underground blues.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
know.
know how to describe it either.
No, I think we describe it as 60s rock or
Yeah.
something. It's definitely only influences from the 60s actually, and from the 70s, the early 70s,
Yeah.
but mostly the old R&B and psychedelic rock. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing that I found is really, really fun and cool is how you interact with your, let's say, in the social media with the people. How you make, like the material, like the video clip. It's really like in a simple way, but it's really catchy because it's just fun. It's not like like the normal video clip with a story. Everything is serious. You have this. Oh, there is a cat. We have the 4th member of the band. Oh, that's hello. So I would say like that's really beautiful, and it's kind of way fresh as well, because even if bands did it in the past, nowadays we don't have this kind of spontaneity and integrity kind of way. So congratulations for this, especially the last 2 video clips that I saw. They are beautiful. I mean, how did you come up with those storyline and ideas?
Well, we kind of were in a time rush in both of the video clips. So we were
Really?
like, we need a story right now and just come up with something.
Yeah, because like the let's say the first the last single is Richard as a race car.
Race-
Who is Richard? I want to know.
Yeah.
He's just some guy.
He's your basic kind of asshole, looking cool,
Neighbor.
He's yeah.
So it's like kind of a James Dean. They just think to, yeah, could be. And of course, and the first single was Rainbow Flowers. And of course, all of these as well, like kind of as well, like you said, mentioned inspired to the, let's say, to the 60s vibe. But this is all the 60s vibe. How are you getting close with that type of influences? Because of course, I mean, I don't think it was like the only music you listen to. You could as well play only, let's say, let's make like only let's say, type of music, instead of having all these influences. So here is let's say, a singular question for each one of you, because I think each one of you is as well different influences.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
who wants to start first to answer? Let's, I don't know, give yourself an order, just random randomly. Fine.
Like name a band or something, or
Like your own personal influences of each one of you.
yeah, it's so hard. I think Chocolate Watch Band and yeah, like Van Morrison and the Beatles,
Okay.
the Pretty Things, a lot of Pretty Things, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, just the old 60s garage tunes is really where I get my inspiration from. Yeah. Timo?
I'm gonna say The Who, uh, Neil Young,
Kinks?
The Kinks, um, Rory Gallagher, whatever. Yeah, lots of good music from back in the day.
Yeah. The simple and the most effective. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for me, it's like, especially for Moon, a lot of Nas and like the Move, and just bands that could sound like us. Like I like a lot of stuff like 70s pop and country, but it's not coming close to Moon's sound. So
Yeah, of course. I mean that's always like saying the personal influences, not like the movie influences. Like what you brought you in to play. And of course, I mean, since we're speaking that you formed around 10 years ago, how the band started, like how you get to know each other and decide, okay, we're gonna start a band and let's call it Moon.
Well, I was playing music for a while, and these are my cousins. You are brothers.
Okay, you are brothers, so you're telling to them you're brothers. They don't know.
And I'm the cousin. So
Yeah.
so we just had the idea to maybe start making music ourselves, because not a lot of people did the music that we do, or like the
true.
music. Maybe we just wanted to do something, and so both of you had to learn to play at first, and then we wrote some songs, and yeah, that's basically how we started, I think.
So that's based. So let's say that you decided to do music before even starting to learn to play an instrument.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's a good way, though.
Like backyard jammings and stuff. Yeah, we did a lot of jammings in the backyard and got some trouble with the neighbors, of course.
That's more like 80s rock and roll issues. So
we now have a nice place for this. Yeah, so no problems anymore. Yeah.
Oh, but that's as well. I think a positive thing that you are like relatives, because that's clearly comes to having like a kind of chemistry. Don't touch the cat; it's beautiful being there. We have the we love animals, so it's perfect. Of course, is a he or a she? The cat.
He, yeah.
Okay, so he. Let's call it he. Sorry, since you're related, you have as well this chemistry that showed up as well, like in the clip, in the social as well, in the music too. When you listen to, and I think it's a lot way easier to being with unknown people. But if don't get into a fight, it's even harder than to play.
Yeah, no, but it's true. I think that's like the main reason that why we still exist and make music together.
Yeah, and of course, like since you guys, let's say you formed the band, but then you released your first album in 2017, Brew, yeah. So in all those years behind, you just practiced or released some EP or went straight to the first full length?
We did release a kind of EP CD thing before the album, because we apparently got some studio time somewhere. And then we just got some interest, and we had the songs, and we wanted to do an album, so we decided to make it ourselves, not ourselves, but we paid for it ourselves, and then we found a record label that wanted to release it, and we made the clip ourselves, just like we do still.
Yeah.
And we basically do a lot ourselves. And
yeah, but that's impressive, because you're doing such a lot of things. I mean, because you're going really great, because of course, I mean, people just, seeing the social media and everything could think like, maybe this band is at the first album, the first single, but you have a big as well history behind you with the already 2 album, Brain Safari came into in 2019. You have as well gigs played live. So let's say you're a professional right now. So let's say Moon played already for years, so they're not new in the scene. You're already almost old in the scene now. So
Yeah, we
That's fair.
also. I'm also starting to get gray over here. It wasn't
Yeah.
when I begin in this band. It's definitely from this band. Yeah,
It's from the stress of playing, admit it.
definitely. Yeah,
That
but
you're
we
like,
still have a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's
of
the
course.
most important thing. Yeah.
Of course, I mean, because as well, you played in a lot of country in Europe. You perform live. You didn't stay just only in the Netherlands. You explore, arriving even in Switzerland, Portugal. I mean, how was that? Because it's not easy. I mean, especially at the beginning.
Yeah, we just got reached out by people
Yeah.
like, oh, you want to play here? We can arrange a tour, and we were like, sure, let's go.
Oh,
man. Yeah.
You're lucky. That's not from if you make this pitch to another band, let's say metal band, they were like, what we are doing wrong. Really easy. That shows that you are professional, that your music is being appreciated. Because I think that what we were saying before as well, this, let's say, these 80s vibes, 70s vibes is just going really good at the moment. Like band like Widon Brothers and the Wolf, that we say a lot
Yeah.
of wherever he is, it's going really great, and especially all from Netherlands. What is happening? There's some kind of Woodstock in Netherlands. Tell me, because I'm not aware of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have some particular tastes, maybe. Yeah, and there's a lot of great musicians from the Netherlands
Yeah,
because we have some good musician schooling, but
yeah.
I think that's why the Dutch bands sound so great because there's a lot of good schooling around.
And as well, like this kind of spontaneity, being spontaneous. That's thing that I noticed. Like you guys have it, the Wolf have it as well. The Wolf, being spontaneous, having fun. Don't give up what people think. Just be yourself. That's what I like, because you have fun as well at the gigs. Because,
Definitely.
yeah. And I mean, I never saw one of your live, but I think like people, what can expect in your life? Lots of craziness, lots of interactions. What I can expect.
Yeah, not a lot of interaction.
yeah, we're not a big show band. Like, okay, get up.
Let me see your hands. No, that's not for us.
But we are like,
Turn your ladders on.
Yeah, it can be funny if you have good lines or something, but yeah, we mostly are good in jokes off stage, but on stage we're not big jokers.
Sometimes a little joke on stage, but
Yeah.
I guess we try to focus on the music, and that's what we do live. So we get into the music and
yeah, we interact with each other a lot.
we interact
Like,
a lot. Sometimes even without having to watch, and that makes it cool. Like it's one year.
Yeah, you know each other since you were born, basically. If you don't understand each other with one book, it would be weird. I mean, like maybe we're not related. There was all a scam, like, and then we see like an article and then a newspaper. Moon are not related. Fake news. But that's why we have to be clear, because get used, guys, when you do interviews, we especially any type of webs in the sometimes. The written web, they took the interview, the video interview, and they type it, what we're saying, and they change it. What happening?
yeah,
So we have to be completely clear, like we were kids, explaining, like, okay, this is white, which is the opposite of black. So, but of course, let's say, focusing a little bit about Brew. So it's the first album. Of course, going to Safari, the second one, something has changed in the sound, as well in your own experience. So what we could say about the differences about Brew and Safari in the sound, and even as well as the topic, because I don't think it's the same topic.
No, yeah, Moon's Brew was the album with the songs we wrote since we started. So those were like new songs and songs we already been playing for 5 years. Safari was an album that we wrote after Moon's Brew and a bit before that even. So
the biggest difference is that the first album is more like the songs we had, and the second album is really written with the idea of a certain trip someone makes.
And a full album.
And a full album in like a full story. So it's really a concept all across.
Okay. So
it's the songs, they follow up each other, they reference each other, they form one I guess, audio book. No,
Yeah.
it's but it's
the music book. So
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
so
that's the biggest difference.
So let's say if people going to buy and listen the Safari or just going to the streaming service that we all ate, I think, here, because if I understood well, you are a lover as well of the old good way of listening music, vinyl, tape, CDs, everything. Okay, perfect. We're speaking the same languages here, same languages. So, but of course, for having people immediately the music, of course, now most of us listen on the streaming platform. We go straight to the first track until the last. So there's no need to start from the fifth. Otherwise, I don't understand anything from Safari.
Well, you can like the songs, but like the story goes.
Yeah.
And
Start to that.
it was mentioned it's like about a journey, but about a journey about something in particular. Is a journey about, I don't know, ourselves.
It's a
Yeah.
journey about someone who I guess doesn't know its place in society, so wants to get out of the city and wants to
Okay.
find himself in some way.
Yeah, some self-reflection album is
A lot of
is-
self-reflection, a lot of things that what's good about now and this, or what is bad about that, or why would you? You know, he has to make a choice in this story, and he makes a choice, and then the story comes back, and it's
So something that people can relate to then as well, like an introspective journey as well. Of course, let's say I'm starting to listen because every one of us goes to kind of a journey in our life. Could be just the smallest path to find what you're going to do in the future. On the smallest path, even could you go, I don't know, at the beat. You have to go always in the journey of taking a decision. So, but it's a deep topic. And Safari, because you took like as a safari as a trip itself, like a travel, like a journey itself.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, yeah.
With the touring and stuff. Yeah,
it was
we
actually on our first Spain tour.
Mhm.
We already had the idea for the album, and like on our way back, the last day our van broke down, and so we got stuck in a weird city in Portugal,
Okay.
and that was kind of Safari for us too. So that's where we wrote the whole storyline in big lines.
That's cool. I mean, it's kind of as well, let's say, of a on the road album then.
Yeah, not
like-
totally, but
Okay.
A lot of
definitely
inspiration, yeah.
partly. Yeah.
we got a lot of the safari vibes on
Yeah.
the road we made. Yeah, so we kind of felt it at that time. So that makes it easier to write if you really feel it, and you know.
Yeah. So
you're
let's
in
hope.
something.
Yeah, let's hope that no one listened while the car got stuck into the in lost places. At least this album, otherwise would be there's a bad charm of luck. Let's hope not that. But of course, just we spoke about the first two albums. There, of course, these albums are available on your website or in Bandcamp. Bandcamp, if people want still to buy it, they are available.
I think Safari is
It's sold
out, yeah, at the moment.
Sold
Yeah.
out. You're going. You're killing, guys. Really. You're acting like new in the scene. You should be like, we are like the next Beatles of something. Really. I like
We were
it.
the Beatles, but it's been 10 years. So, no.
So let's say that at least the songs are people they can find it online or some platform.
Yeah, everything is on Spotify and stuff. And we have a Bandcamp
yeah.
too.
And soon a third album, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, the third album there's called Three or Third.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Three.
I.
Yeah.
I. That's a little bit like I think just me, myself, and I. You can call it like I'm a little bit egocentrical.
No, it was more like we were with three persons. It's our third album. It's a very cheesy name,
Yeah, it's
but
a
I
classic
think
album
it's,
name.
yeah, it's a classic
Yeah.
album name. Yeah.
and we did everything with the three of us. So I guess
Three.
Yeah, like no producer, no engineer or anything. It's just we recorded
Everything your own. So you even mastered yourself the album.
Only the mastering.
was done by someone else. Yeah.
But
Okay.
we mixed ourselves,
Yeah.
and we
Okay.
recorded everything.
So
Yeah.
you have kind of a studio or something where you record?
Yeah, Tom
Yeah,
has
I have
his
a-
studio.
I have a studio in my backyard, and
Okay.
we
Your
do a lot
backyard is famous for party, performance. It's a
There happens a lot of partying in the
otherwise
back.
you will have
Yeah.
a lot of people in your backyard after this interview. Do not spread the news too much. Let's say in your place you have a studio.
Yeah, but it works like a clock. Yeah, if we wanted to work on the album, it's just, yeah, come over and we just hit the button and it start. Yeah, roll the tape. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all analog and old equipment from the 60s, like
Re-
old tube amps. And,
really? So let's
yeah,
tell me more about that, because that's thing. The last time I heard that was strictly from the Wolf. I'm not kidding. Straight from them. He was telling me, I don't record it. I recorded using the old tape. We recorded an album while we were on the street. I was like, all alien things for me. So tell me more about it, because
yeah, we basically do the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have the same passion, and that's why we came together one day, because you can't hide from each other in a small country like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, yeah, it started out with the old records, and from the old records, it's like your first tape recorder. And when you're 10 years further, you have like giant pinball machines of tape recorders.
You're 10 years old. My 10 years old, yeah, I think I VHS or something like that. You are lucky. So you got all these recording, let's say, equipment from that's kind of inspired to the 60s, or is straight from the 60s.
Yeah, a lot of it is straight from the 60s, because I just like the stuff they made. The build quality from that era is
Yeah,
just supreme,
True.
just
Yeah.
very high end. There was just no cutting corners and stuff like real studio equipment, so that's why I lay my money on.
But that's good. So I'm not gonna here to ask you guys, will you ever make something in with the AI? I don't think so. Like, let's
Maybe, who knows? Yeah, if we're 80 or something, yeah.
no, that's not more 80. That's more like post-apocalyptic stuff. I mean, just keep it fresh. I think it already AI is like to like old stuff. Like it's already bored for some people, because it's going. You're seeing that everywhere. So when you see something that actually is taken from the past, it's new. This kind of a paradox, because it's fresh. And
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, you need as well to remind people that sometimes how the music is supposed to be done at the beginning. It's not all
Yeah.
set on the laptop. It's the synth.
Yeah.
It's a real keyboard. Sometimes you need to have.
Yeah, real instruments, and
Yeah,
some
you
real.
have- yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the drummers. You use the drum machine. Can you imagine you're on record with a drum machine?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Really? The
I
drum
can
machine.
be drinking all day. Maybe cigarettes, yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, wait, press this button, yeah.
speaking about, let's say I and I. Let's call it like that. So let's making people confused. It's gonna be released on the 23rd. So
Yeah.
might be up. There are pre-orders link or something available already.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
On the Bandcamp, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and this will be as well. We were saying digital platform, and in physical platform, yeah, because that physical. What you're releasing other than I think CDs.
Yeah, I think Spotify and
Yeah,
Deezer.
and
Yeah.
vinyl and CDs.
We have,
Vinyl,
yeah,
okay.
colored vinyl and black vinyl
Mm.
and
That's
CDs. Yeah, digital everywhere.
okay. So that's almost kind of the only thing you miss maybe is the tape, the only one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only one. That's in my house, yeah.
That's in your house. That's for you. Only for you. You can listen. So, but this new album, of course, like the single that has been released already, but the soul of this album, the essence of this album, what is about? What is changed from all the two albums?
It's the first album we did actually record at our own studio, so we didn't hire like a very professional other studio with good mixing engineers and expensive producers. So we did everything ourselves, like
Yeah.
decided like, no, the song is going to be this long because we like it this way. And
That-
it's yeah, you make other decisions because you work on tape. It has to be
yeah.
one taker, you know. It has to be one take, and it has to be good in just one take. So it was pretty rough working, but it paid off pretty well, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, and I
because
mean,
great musicians. Yeah,
I mean, you are, come on, because sometimes people think that doing, let's say, this type of, I don't know how to call it, let's say kind of folkish pop, folk, don't know, let's say 80s, 60s vibes in general, 70s vibes. People think that is easy because they think about, Beatles. That's easy.
yeah.
They forgot that it's not so easy sometimes because it's like the rap. Yeah, as well as you as a musician, like when you're playing, it's not like that easy. Of
No,
course,
there's
compared to
also
to let's say, for example, progressive rock or death metal, maybe there's a little bit of difference, but I think easier. It's sometimes even more difficult than
To make it sound like accurate and good,
yeah,
you can have influences from that era, but
yeah,
it's hard to make it sound like back in the days.
yeah.
And also, I mean, playing it live, we need to sing and play all three, and everything make it sound good. It's pretty hard, yeah,
Yeah.
and no auto tune or anything. It just
It's just not. It's just like, because of course, no autotune is. It's just like you. I mean, it's you're on the stage, like not having nothing of like weird effect, even if you could have it because it's from the CF70s. But like say, no computer effect.
yeah, live, no, nothing. Yeah,
It's live.
but on the third album, the newer album, it's there are some effects, and we
Okay.
did some overdubs. Gijs is also a very good piano player, so we used his piano skills to use some organ here and there.
That's good.
And we had someone who played a cello for one song. Yeah, but we did the arrangement ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically it's more like a raw version, like because it's like you did everything by yourself. So let's say more like not raw, because people think when you say raw there is a like grungy style. So let's say it's more DIY.
Sure.
DIY.
Yeah.
it's DIY. It is pure,
Yeah.
and it is also still very much us
Yeah.
three, and not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. The intention was to play this album live. Yeah.
with
Okay.
the three of us.
So
That-
having this album like in a physical copy, for example, listening to it in a vinyl or something, but as well being able to people going to see you live to experience the same thing while I'm listening to the album.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the topic behind this album, what is
Yeah,
the story?
really just,
The topic?
just songs, just us three, and yeah,
It's more a collection of songs again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
A bit more mature than the previous album, maybe.
because you're getting older because of the white hair. Let's say.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
No, but I guess
No, we all
I
grew,
guess,
and yeah, we're all a little older. So, and
older.
also
10 years.
our songwriting improved.
Yeah.
So,
And for the writing, who is the one who wrote the lyrics between all of you?
yeah, it's all three of us.
So
Yeah.
let's say that everything you do, all of you, each one of you. There's no one that does the things more than the other. It's like we are just one person, and that's why.
yeah, like
Yeah.
for one song, he wrote the lyrics for the other song. Timo,
He sings
that's how
it,
we
yeah.
pass it around. actually.
Sometimes it's really a work of the three of us, because he
Yeah.
wrote the music, I wrote the lyrics, and he sings it, so that makes a song.
Yeah,
And it can be any way
The
around.
opposite way around. That's cool because there's like people that they can never guess that. It's really in it, and it's new that as well, because always there is one that wrote the lyrics, which is always the singer, which is one always. So you have really that what it was in the 60s vibe, and that's cool. So let's say if people are gonna buy, since these are like kind of different songs, so there is the album released, and I'm going to buy the album. Which song you would advise to the people to listen first, except the already released singles?
I hope the newest.
Yeah, maybe the first one of the album, actually, the
Okay.
opener.
The opener.
It actually depends on which version you get, because we have a Dutch label and a German label, and
Okay.
the song order is different.
Okay. So
Like on the Dutch version, it starts with a different song than the German version.
it's something that you chose, or something that the label is did it?
Yeah, the German label wanted a different order, but we liked it.
That's
And it
cool,
was-
but that's cool because you have to add the both to have something that you know.
Yeah, we also have two vinyls.
Oh my god! And
One with the different.
that are fun. And then for the photos and the artwork, who take care of that?
I did the
Yeah,
artwork.
guys, and we have a good friend who takes photographs, like also analog. So
Okay.
so everything is done in the friends or with friends or.
So you show us the album even before being released. So that's a good preview of the
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
So
We got it
that's-
in time.
so you have really this big soul, let's say the essence of the core of the what was simpler, what was real, you know, through, instead of all this, you know, sometimes phased that we seen outside that are not through. So people that saw you live, people that meet you, for example, fan, they saw your true self. That's what at least I'm seeing, and that's the best things ever. But speaking about live, you mentioned that the release. Did you have some tour planned, some live, some festival, or something? You have fucking Rodburn there. That's an amazing festival. You have something
Yeah,
released
we had a
already?
few gigs planned this year.
Okay.
Also in Germany, and
Okay.
we're playing in Amsterdam too. On the
Okay.
day of the release, actually, on the 23rd.
You have a little bit of gigs here and there but it's going to be all 2024, or are you planning to do other lives in 2024?
Yeah, we're hoping to get some more gigs during the year.
I think I mean, let's look where the Wolf are. To be honest, our audience band, come on, I mean, probably I see you can go to touring with them for sure. It would be.
Yeah, we
amazing.
actually played with them like 2 weeks ago. We did
Are you
four shows.
kidding me? Oh my god, I have to tell to my
No.
friend that she's a fan of.
Okay.
You're giving me a biggest and one of the best news I heard this week. Really, a tour with them. I have to come and see you. Really.
We did 4 shows, yeah. It
So
was past week.
And that
We
would
did.
be in Netherlands? Oh, you already did it.
Yeah, we already did it. Yeah, it was past week. Yeah, we did 3 shows with them on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
plan a tour with them in the Europe.
yeah,
It's
we
gonna
do,
be
yeah.
amazing because they had the chance to see them back in November, so they have to come back in Italy for sure. So go and tour with them. I mean, you need. Hey guys, thank you so much. It was fun as hell, and looking forward to Tag Even the Wolf in the interview, and hope to see you live, really, because it's gonna be super fun. I know for sure. It's a guarantee. And let's stay in touch so we can make a review of the album later on. And it was really a pleasure meeting you, really. And don't
Nice.
throw any parties. Be careful because people will come and see you in your. Let's have a party. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye, bye. Bye, bye.
Everyone can hear him coming. 4 gears and it will blow your